Heute zum FNCS Woche 1. Das kommentieren und ja, viel Spaß. Hier, es geht gleich los. Ich glaube, dass Mongrel und Benji Fischer dabei sind. Das ist aber hier geht schnell rüber zum Großen.
Vortex for Lucy. It's going to be one of those teams, 200 above the damage threshold, 12 points so far, 3 eliminations. Pretty solid game out of them. You look at
Okay,
the
12 Punkte.
Let's go. Lucy, plenty to work with. I would say if they don't pull this next zone, they might need to be looking for a refresh depending on where it actually goes, but that's something we might see later on in the game anyway.
Good weiter.
Just waiting there. I'm sure they know that Mappy's waiting on the other side of that wall. That left-hand peak wouldn't be favorable, and so maybe he needs to cool down a bit. Reason and Janice trying to build their way into zone, and of course they have some spare loot here.
Reason hat noch gar keine Punkte.
Will go a long way. We know how important they are this season. A necessity for success, it seems.
Getting tagged out from the side, dropping down just a quick layer, not too much, but something to work with. Queasy, Vino, outside of zone, they got some traveling to do, and it almost makes me wonder, what is that play going to be? Because the slower they take, it almost looks like they're rotating to the more busier side of zone. So they're going to have their work cut out from, just like a couple of these teams here, taking a lot of that damage from Storm. Even if you're 700 above, you still have to be careful for those teams that are below, because they're going to be relentlessly trying to hunt to get the damage.
Yeah, like you said, right? You might be fine, but that doesn't mean the people around you are fine, and that can lead them to make some hasty plays and look to try and get in your box. And when they're in your box, if you don't have the answers, if you can't hit the shots, you will go down, and it looks like that's what's going to be happening here. Okay, not completely over there, but now Frednex has to hit some sort of big shot if he wants to keep his team in the game. Of course, his teammate is down. I don't know if he'll be able to recover that body. It doesn't really seem like it. Maybe. Looks like they are going to give it to him somewhat. No, it's going to be way too hard for him. They're going to just keep on pushing him. They're going to push him the way he pushed them, and they're going to pick him up. Head joint lane, do a brilliant job there to keep their cool, keep their nerve.
It's almost scary to think that they're barely above the damage threshold after getting both of those eliminations, so their job's not done just yet. Just like Janice and Reason, 94 above. That's a place where they can feel some sort of comfort, but not ultimate comfortability, because they know they have to start being proactive, finding the shots, figuring out where most of the zone players in the zone are going to be at, so they know exactly where to rotate.
Yeah, and speaking of rotate, they have a max distance zone to traverse. This is a long rotate for them, but they do have hammers, and so we know they'll be able to use that in order to get to that 5th zone. Lucian Steno, not the complete maximum rotate, but again, a very far rotation for them. Another team though that does have hammers, but they also may look for a refresh in this zone. They are lacking in materials. We're still seeing players deal with Surge though, and players who are down on Surge. Hedra being one of them, barely alive right now.
Going back into the zone, that danger here, Augment, that Vivid was talking about, really saving the life again, but no shields to get cracked. 48 HP, that's what he's gonna get stuck at. But you can kind of see that effect, not getting the Storm Surge early. Even after getting those eliminations, he was barely dropped down low, forced to go right back in. But now, with very little resources to work with all around, he's going to have to figure out what his next play is going to be. Janice, Reason, not too much commotion.
Na, vind je het okay voor jou?
Was?
Na?
So geht das nicht.
Gib Gas, ich schau mal das noch kurz nach.
Ich bin da dabei,
Ja, passt. Ich stream nämlich gerade das Scheiße da.
Auf Twitch?
Ja, ja.
Ah, jetzt sicher.
Genau. Sie Fladen! Hör auf, Digga. Das ist voll gerade eingeschrieben.
Ja.
And nice
Das ist...
of the big bush bomb
Ich bin mit meiner Hand dagegen
hide
gekommen.
their position towards the high ground. A lot of
Mein Headset
Hey,
zu laut.
wir müssen uns das anschauen. Wir müssen uns das anschauen.
15
Ja,
Minuten.
spielen.
like this, but that's going to make it exponentially harder. As Malibuka goes down, it's all up to Thomas.
Geht das noch?
That's
Ja, ja.
something to really be confident on. He's one of the best solo players, one of the best solo clutches in this.
Weil die hört den Sound nicht einmal.
He actually is. Great cover, great defensive play.
Welcher mein?
It is just too much. Vaniak is
Na,
gonna take him down.
von dem Game.
Ja, lass so 15 Minuten bis 20 Minuten zuschauen, weil dann kriegen wir es, was der Banner und dann haben wir eh schon alles gesehen. Weil die spielen aber schlau, Alter, bist du deppert.
Ja, wir müssen jetzt anschauen. Wir müssen.
Genau so müssen wir in der Arena auch spielen. Alter, ist gerade so gelasert worden. Er geht aus, Zone. Kein Problem, geht mit Hammer. Gibt dann einen 36er.
Hey, dann schaust du gut zu, hey?
Oh, bist du in Janis Z?
Ja, ja.
Ja?
Oder gut, kann 36er geben.
Doch, mit der Ska.
Alltäglich. Mische.
Geht auf Finish, gehen wieder zurück, haben wir lange Dingsball. Scheiner edit. 2 Kills. 38 Punkte. Wiesner hat noch nie mehr. Ich glaube, die haben noch wenig, weil gerade vor allem so 0 gehabt. Wird full is low. Oh.
He goes down nonetheless. V goes down there as well, putting in a lot of damage to everybody, being forced down into that low ground. Fishy's daring to go into that layer.
Es geht mir da alles ein bisschen schnell.
Tries to go back, but the decision has been made. He goes down.
Thanks, my guy.
He's stuck in a blender right now. He just got made
But
into
they
a
have high ground
smoothie and
so good.
sent back to the lobby.
And you can see Groves and Firehunter up above the rest of the lobby, sitting pretty. They will love the view as well. Everybody below them fighting it out, but the problem that they will have is that their materials are very, very low, and so it's down to a couple little
Schön.
and a couple
Der
man
Kill war
sessions.
richtig wichtig.
They need to start hitting some big shots, and soon Lucian and Steno, they couldn't stay on low. They had to move.
Ist
up
das der Lecce?
but the journey and the goal is still the same. Can they
Na?
win this game? Cheating and
Oh, no, no.
G2 Lecce aus der Lecce.
Ja, was.
Aber mit wem glaubst du, spielt der Lecce FCS? Oh, schön. Schön, schön, schön.
Alter, Auwe.
Ja, aber diese Wolle, was keiner davon ist so richtig bei Konter. Alte Glitch, kennst du den?
Ja.
Und dann der ist so ein Wacker.
Mein Alter, kann nichts davon. Oh!
Literally anything would take him out right now, and it does. He finally will
Digga.
for the reason. Still
Was
kicking
war
it
das
though.
grad?
They're moving.
Ja, so lecker wieder mit einer HP überlebt.
On though, Janice needing to reconnect now with reason. If
Ja,
these
da
two
ist er
can stay
gestorben,
together
glaub
to do and hold their shotguns out, an opportunity will certainly arise. Jessica, there's a solo. He's moving.
Hey,
up.
siehst du, dass du ein bisschen verzögert hast?
Can he stay alive?
Hey, na.
Everything in his hand. Merstash goes down. It's all up to Tayson. So many solos left in this game.
Warte kurz, ich geh ganz schnell aufs Klo.
Flixie's
Yeah.
gonna get another solo. This is a chance for everybody to rise to the top with whatever's left. But a fight going down. Pace control going over to Flixie. Scram goes back to the lobby. 4 more points through the elimination. Even more with the placement. Trying to get to the front side of his own. Has some resources to work with. He can make the comeback possible.
Flixie is doing what Flixie has done best throughout all of this season. Firehunter and Grotto, they still are the ones sitting above. Even with the limited materials they were working with, they've managed to find a way. Tayson is chilling in the back of the zone while they take out Flixie, and it looks like that inevitability is coming. He's holding on, but he's just got the wood left, and they know that. They know that they can just keep pressuring from above. Tayson, though, with the med miss, he's got another one as well. Barely staying alive there, and he just needs to wait for Flixie to fall in. It looks like that's what's going to happen in just a matter of moments. They can't connect any shots, though. They can't hit him, and Flixie actually takes down Tayson, and so he's got in second place. But will he be able to win against these guys? The hammer play to come back in. He's built up above them. But they need to stay together, they need to look up. And if they can start to take a look at him, it would only be a matter of time, you think, before they take him out. And that's exactly what looks like is about to happen. But he is just scurrying away, getting out of their sights, making it last just that bit longer. And now they're trying to hammer all around, break every single build. And you've got to think now, Fire Hunter and Groves will connect to the shot. They hammer back up, and he will fall back down. Flixie, second place. But it's Fire Hunter and Groves who take game one.
I gotta give Flixie all the credit in the world right there, though. He would not go down. He would not go away. It almost looked like he had a chance to
Beste Leben.
but gotta give it to Groves and Fire Hunter. Continuing with that momentum throughout the first 2 days just to get
Ich bin wieder da.
Oh ja, da haben sie gerade so eine Wiederholung gezeigt, wie die Karten ausgeschaut hat, wie es zugebaut worden ist und so. Digga, was tust du mit deinem Mikrofon? Jetzt musst du auf John.
Ja, mein Mikrofon ist nicht gescheit befestigt, da muss ich gerade die ganze Zeit dran. Warte, ich gleich wieder.
Yeah, and I love it. Like I keep saying, 2 days of practice, getting into that third day. This is a great chance for them to keep that momentum going. So many teams, though, going down a little bit early while others making it farther than we expected in that last game. EU, I'll tell you, it has definitely surprised me.
Yeah, look, it is only the beginning. We still have plenty more games, but let's take a look at where all of our players stack up after this first game. Let's send it back to the analysts.
Game number 1 here in EU, just as chaotic as it was.
Jetzt bin ich wieder da.
A East. I feel like a lot of these players are still just trying to understand how this is all working out. I do feel like a little bit of check-in though. Talking about Janice, highlighted them at the top of
Digga, schraubst du gescheit an?
100%. I mean, I'm surprised, honestly, because actually.
Ja, das Ding ist, ich hab's echt gescheit angeschafft, aber das geht halt nach der Zeit natürlich wieder aus.
Were both live, which means that expected 50-50 that we thought was going to happen right off the start.
Ich hup mit zur Tür. Hallo.
But I mean, Janice and Reason just ran.
Boah, wäre geil, das ist darum.
Made it to the end game. Unfortunately, Analyx and them did not. But Jenny, you know, Janice and Reason are doing well also.
Aber Janis ist ein deutscher Spieler, gell?
Yeah, so Janice and Reason again not fighting was able to give them such good placement.
Focus Reason.
Making it to end game. However, the other team that we're saying there was supposed to land there, they did not. So we might see them get a little bit aggressive and try to get Storm Surge extra on Janice and Reason.
Yeah,
we might see that even though they didn't do it the first game.
Yeah, for sure. Now remember, that's just game 1. Nobody freak out. Everything, we're just still setting the tone, okay? Getting the vibes out. But here's our standings. Grolls and Fire Hunter here in that number 1 spot after just game number 1. Kind of top heavy there, and as far as eliminations go, Ryan, you've got Cheatin and Flixie there with 7. And then,
Warum
I
man so
mean,
denkt,
Steno,
schau mal, du bist gerade FNCS und der schaut so
I mean, that's just primarily off the back of the great performance.
100.000 Leute zu.
100%, but I mean, you know, we got to give a big shout out to Fire Hunter and Grouse right there, taking full advantage of the fact that actually
Oder
V went down.
weil das im Nachhinein
You
ist.
see them throughout that end game completely dominating on the high
Jetzt
ground.
kennen wir die Highlights.
On the back foot of a little misstep
Jetzt
from
shit, oder?
Yeah, too. Like they are prominently the team that takes height. So that's
Das ist aber
what
jetzt
we
nicht
see
so
during endgame. So since that team was not alive, we see them
Wobei,
come
stell
in
dir
and
vor, du
push
bist in
that high ground
FNCS und
and using
Kill.
the hammer to dominate through the build
Das
and
ist schon nicht so
ultimately
ohne.
end with a victory royale.
And, you
Nein.
Wir denken uns jetzt so, ja, easy, Alter.
Du musst dich qualifizieren, Alter.
Fire Hunter and
Ah,
Grouse
und
could
das
not
ist ja
find
verdammt
that
schwer.
guy, so making sure that he gave himself the best possible chance, but even still getting that second place right there, very, very good.
Qualifizieren und dann.
Der Basti, gell? So, also der sagt, dass er die FNCS gepickt hat. Aber hat er nicht.
Kann man gar nicht haben.
Erstens, er kann keinen Cup spielen, gell? Und zweitens, dann hat er es mir gesagt, gell? Und das war einfach von den, wie heißt das, Rennfahrerskind, oder?
Cringe. War das Taxifahrerin, oder?
Ja.
Aber das muss er im Nachhinein. Ist ja egal, ob du gerade, ob das gerade 100.000 Menschen live sehen oder auch im Nachhinein, es ist gestört. Weil so
Ist
wie
arg.
Reason oder so,
Ja.
du weißt, dass der nach einer Stunde, 2 Stunden, 3 Stunden 100.000 Leute zuschauen.
Ist so. Schau, aber was das ich da geil finde, die spielen ja alle bei einer daheim, gell? Du hast viel mehr einen Druck, gell, wenn du beim World Cup bist oder beim Finale, weißt, wo sie oft alle in einem Raum sitzen.
Ja,
Weil da sind oft die Zuschauer hinten rund um und um.
Aber ist nicht das auch schon wieder?
Ja.
So much going on, but it's actually really exciting
Ah!
because your brain just starts picking up on all the little pieces, and it's amazing to see.
I'm curious, you know, like, will they continue to get crazier? Will we see, like, maybe a ramp up? Is this the tone EU's?
Was das sicher geil finde, wenn du da reinstellst als Moderator.
But I'm kind of curious.
Ja.
Was der wie geil.
Da ist die FCS-Pick extrem.
Ah ja.
Oder stell dir vor, du brichst den random Prius dran, der was die FCS-Pick extra.
Die kriegt man nur, wenn man unter die Top 100 oder so ist, oder?
Der macht der Welt 100 Leute.
Die OG, was der die FNC-Spitze, die OG, was der die Görbe noch, die haben richtig wenig.
Ja. Und der Day hat kein gescheit flexen.
Ja. Wenn du so einen Account erwischt, gell, der was 150 € kostet, den musst du fast kaufen, oder? Weißt du, wie viel das die wert ist, oder?
Ja. Ich meine, hat der FCS-Pick jetzt ein riesen losgegeben. Das war geil. Stell dir mal vor, man hat jede FCS-Pick.
Boah. Oh, die schaut geil aus, wie sie sich verteilen.
Ja.
Aber das kann ja gar nicht. Ah, Instagram.
Schau, die haben erst 16 Punkte und die, was gerade gewonnen haben, um schon 80.
Aber glaub mal, die holen erst die letzten 2 Runden alles raus.
Ja, safe. Das sind so die, was die ersten 3 Runden voll aggressiv reingehen. Da verrecken sie oft meistens. Und dann zack, ja, Baby.
Ich glaube, FCS ist schon schlau zum Campen.
Ja, ich glaube.
Ja, schau,
ja, Digga, ich liefert's wieder aus.
ich glaube, ich bin noch keine 20 Minuten mehr drin.
Aber man muss noch 15 Minuten zuschauen. Hey, was kommt? Ah, 15.
Ja, ich schau noch 5 Minuten, okay?
Ja, warte. Was ist, wenn ich da reingehe?
War schon drin.
Hey, sind wir jetzt beide respawned?
Ja.
Oder bist du da reingegangen?
Ich bin eingegangen.
Oh, das den Pokal kriegt man gegen mich gewinkt. Ich hab schon einen gesehen, der was den hat, gell? Das ist ja eine Kopie davon. Aber weißt du, wie nice das da ausschaut, wenn du mit denen in dein Gaming-Zimmer einspielst und dann daneben der 1 Million Play-Button, oder?
Und das Legends ist sehr geil, Alter.
Schau, die haben jetzt schon wieder 64 Punkte gehabt. Na. Den FNCS Skin kaufen wir safe. Hast du ihn schon gesehen?
Nein.
Warte, ich hab den erst gesehen. Ja.
So you can already
Hecke meine Dame.
split it, looking
Wo
like this
bist?
game they might follow suit.
Bei der
Just two different teams dropping in. I drop and static.
Wer glaubst gewinnt das FNCS? Ich kann das gar nicht einschätzen, weil das ist so eine Clique, oder?
da schau. Da. Drück da mal warten auf Warteschlange. Au. Müssen wir kurz 20 Minuten warten.
Ah, da kommen wir auf zweiten, gell?
Ich weiß nicht.
Ah nein, ich weiß schon, was das ist.
Was ist das?
Da müsste man auf öffentlich da, glaube ich. Ah nein, hä?
Ich warte noch mal 15 Minuten.
3, 2.
Wer mehr trifft. Du führst? Ja, du hast geführt am Anfang.
Hey, warum ist mein Sehens darin so scheiße? Ja, geh wieder. Ah ja, du kleiner Pisser.
Es heißt du 27, nein.
Du hast 27, gib 14.
GG, aber eigentlich. Das ist aber...
Da ist sie, die Pix.
Ja.
Die da, wenn's die hast.
Ja.
Das sind die einzigen zwei, die was gibt, gell, bis jetzt.
Fokus Vortex ist doch auch Deutscher. 12 Punkte.
Ja, ich liefere jetzt aus, Digga. Dann krieg ich meinen Dings. Kriegt man das, glaubst du, direkt? Nein, ich glaub nicht.
Kriegt man nicht.
Boah. Ja, leider, das war's mit FNCS Woche 1. Ciao, ciao.